I agree with everything you say, and I really don't envy the young people of today. But there's one thing which then we have to find some common thread which they can use. So, of course, young people, they are facing far more uncertainty than our generation did, but also, therefore, more opportunity. And both can be true at the same time. And therefore, we should encourage young people to look at the future with great hope and great opportunity. And so, my advice is the underlying thread is not which job or what career. It is what focus should I bring upon on capability. Career will evolve, jobs will change, industries will transform. But genuine capability, which is built through real effort and sustained focus, will travel across all of that. And which is what I worry about of shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. We've got to build capability through effort. And that's hard effort. So build depth first. We spoke about integrators, but that comes much later. First, we must build depth. Become truly good at something, and that becomes one's anchor. That will hold you together for all times to come. But then don't stop there. Of course, there will be people who will continue to build depth, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking of a general direction that you've asked in your question. Develop breadth too, but much later. Breadth without depth is superficial. Too early, if you remember, we wanted this title of assistant manager. When will I become an assistant manager, and when will I have 5 people reporting to me? These designations have in a way killed us. Why not assistant research officer? The breadth without depth is definitely superficial, and that will not help us build capability, and then it will reflect later as our progress through the organization starts reducing. Depth without breadth eventually can become a limitation, except in certain focused areas. So the future will belong to people who can bring both, but in sequence. Depth for a great part of one's journey and breadth after that. Every major technological shift which has happened, I think, in history has created uncertainty. And a lot has been written about also. But it's simultaneously opened up a whole new set of opportunities as well. And then, to use your second word, how have we adapted to it? How have we adapted to it as young professionals? How have we adapted to it during the course of our journey as working people? So capability is the real currency. That is the currency that I can go with to a future assignment, a future organization, a future shift. Build it slowly, but build it well. And there is no substitute for hard, focused work in that particular building process.